What is time? You probably think of it as a river, flowing relentlessly in one direction. The past is behind us, gone forever. The future is ahead, unwritten and unknown. And we are trapped in a tiny boat called the present, drifting along this river. This intuition feels fundamentally real. It is also, according to our best physical theories, completely wrong. What if I told you that time does not flow? That the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously with the same degree of reality? That the dinosaurs, you reading this right now, and the final dying embers of the last star in the universe are all equally real, coexisting in a single, vast, frozen structure? This is the block universe theory, a direct consequence of Einstein's relativity. And it means that your future has already happened and your past is not gone at all. Our common sense view of time is called presentism. It's the idea that only the present moment is real. The past is a collection of ghosts, and the future is a land of pure potential. But Einstein's theory of relativity dealt a devastating blow to this idea. Einstein showed that space and time are not separate things, but are woven together into a single, four-dimensional fabric called space-time. And, most importantly, he showed that the passage of time is relative. Two different observers, moving at different speeds, will experience time differently. Your now is not the same as the now of an astronaut flying past Earth at near the speed of light. This leads to a shocking conclusion. If there is no single, universal now that we all share, then the distinction between past, present, and future cannot be fundamental. It must be an illusion of our perception. Imagine two aliens on different galaxies, moving relative to each other. For alien A, your present moment on Earth could be in their distant past. For alien B, your present moment could be in their distant future. All three nows are equally valid. If your now is someone else's past and someone else's future, then all these moments must be equally real. They must all exist. This gives rise to the block universe model, also known as eternalism. In this model, the universe is not a story that unfolds. It is a finished story, a book that has already been written. Imagine the entire history of the universe, from the Big Bang to the final heat death, as a single, static, four-dimensional block, a loaf of space-time. Every event that has ever happened or ever will happen has a specific coordinate within this block. The assassination of Caesar is in there. Your birth is in there. You watching this video is in there. The colonization of Mars is in there. It is all one vast, unchanging, geometric object. Time, in this view, is just another dimension, like length, width, and height. The flow of time is an illusion created by our consciousness as it illuminates successive slices of this block. We are like a flashlight beam moving along a vast, frozen sculpture, experiencing it piece by piece, mistakenly believing that the sculpture is happening as we see it. But the sculpture was always there, complete and whole. So what are you in this block universe? You are not just a person existing in this slice of now. You are a space-time worm, a four-dimensional object whose existence stretches through time, from your birth to your death. The baby you were, the teenager you were, the person you are now, and the old person you will become are not separate entities. They are all just different cross-sections of the same, single, four-dimensional you-worm. When you remember your past, you are not accessing a ghostly memory. Your consciousness is simply accessing a different part of your own static, existing structure. This completely changes our understanding of life and death. In the block universe, you are never truly born and you never truly die. Your existence is eternal and unchanging, imprinted onto the fabric of space-time. The moment of your death is just the end cap of your space-time worm, but the worm itself, your entire life, exists forever within the block. Your loved ones who have passed away are not gone. They are still there, in their part of the block. You just can't illuminate that slice anymore with your consciousness. This, of course, leads to the most disturbing question of all. What about free will? If the future has already happened, if all your future actions are already written into the block, then is your feeling of making choices just an illusion? If you choose to have coffee instead of tea tomorrow, was that choice predetermined? In the block universe model, the answer seems to be a hard yes. Your choice was just your consciousness illuminating the slice of the block where you choose coffee. The outcome was never in doubt. This is a philosophical viewpoint called determinism. It doesn't mean you are a puppet. You still go through the process of deliberation. You still feel like you are making a choice, and that feeling is real. But the outcome of that choice is already a fixed part of the four-dimensional landscape. You are not choosing your path. You are simply discovering the path that was always yours. But is there a way out? Some physicists argue that the block universe is too simplistic. They point to the weirdness of quantum mechanics and the fundamental nature of probability. Another key concept from relativity is the light cone. From any point in space-time, your future is only the set of events you can reach traveling at or below the speed of light. Your past is the set of events that could have reached you. Everything outside this cone is elsewhere, a region of space-time with which you can have no causal connection. Some physicists believe that only the events within our past light cone are fixed and real, while the future remains a realm of probabilities. In this view, the now is a constantly advancing wave where possibilities collapse into a definite reality. This model, called a growing block universe, saves our intuition of an open future. But it still means the past is not gone. It is a constantly growing museum of moments. So if the flow of time is an illusion, why does it feel so incredibly real? Neuroscientists have an answer. Your brain creates it. Your perception of a smooth, continuous now is a clever trick. Your brain is constantly receiving information from your senses, but this information arrives at different speeds. The signal from your feet takes longer to reach your brain than the signal from your eyes. To create a coherent reality, your brain has to collect all this data, buffer it for a fraction of a second, and then present it to you as a single, unified moment. Your present is actually a construction of your brain, representing a reality that is already about 80 milliseconds in the past. You are always living slightly behind the real now. This time illusion is crucial for creating a narrative. Our brain is a storytelling machine. It needs a past to create a sense of identity, a present to make decisions, and a future to plan for. The sensation of time flowing is the very grammar of our mental story. The block universe theory doesn't deny our times experience times of time. It simply says that this experience is a feature of our consciousness, not a fundamental feature of the universe itself. We are creatures that evolved to perceive reality as a sequence of events, because that's the most useful way to survive. A lion attacking you is not a static event in a 4D block. It's a very urgent now that requires a very fast future action. Our perception of time is a survival tool, not a window into ultimate reality. This idea, while scientifically grounded, echoes the teachings of many ancient mystical traditions. The concept of living in the now, central to Buddhism and mindfulness, is a form of practical training to escape the illusion of a flowing time. By focusing intensely on the present moment, one can silence the brain's narrative about a regretful past and an anxious future. Mystics have long described states of enlightenment where time seems to stop, and they experience a sense of oneness with everything. From the perspective of the block universe, this isn't just a feeling, it's a glimpse of the truth. It's the momentary experience of seeing the entire loaf of space-time at once, a view from nowhere, free from the narrow perspective of a single, moving now. So, does this mean our lives are meaningless? That we are just puppets playing out a pre-written script? Not necessarily. Even if our choices are part of a fixed reality, the times, feeling, times of choosing, the process of deliberation, the moral weight of our decisions, all of that is still real within our slice of the block. The story is already written, but you are still the character that has to live through it. Your courage, your love, your kindness, these things are not made less meaningful because they are eternal parts of the space-time structure. In fact, one could argue they are made times more times meaningful. They are permanent features of the universe. The paradox of the block universe doesn't steal our meaning. It forces us to find it not in the ability to change the future, but in the quality of the moments that are, and always will be, forever etched into the fabric of reality. In the end, the block universe theory is not a death sentence for free will, but a profound shift in perspective. It invites us to stop mourning the past and fearing the future. The past is not lost. It's still there. Your happiest moments, the people you love, they are all still existing in their coordinates in space-time. And the future is not a terrifying unknown. It's just another part of the beautiful, complex landscape that is your life. The story is already written. Your only task is to live it with as much grace, wisdom, and wonder as you can. Because every moment, good or bad, is not a fleeting flicker. It is a permanent, shining jewel in the eternal structure of the universe.